Continue to work on the animation. I'm not really sure what part I'm going to jump into, but we're just going to take a look. You know, we were working on this last night, and so we're going to keep putting work in now. I could be doing some storyboarding.
And you know why? It's because, like, if this guy is the stereotype, he's that guy. Welcome. Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So let me start with you're 30.
No. Right.
The simplest question: do you not want to find your own place?
No. He doesn't.
Why
I
not?
don't want to live there anymore.
You don't want to live with your parents.
No. He doesn't want to live. Okay. It's not. It's very tense. It's very awkward. It's
I bet.
we have to we have to share space, which may be the case with where I would find myself afterwards. But I prefer to get out.
Okay, so on the prefer to get out,
Okay.
let's rewind for a second because it's my understanding you've lived, at your parents' house.
Hey, it's Truck Dog! Truck Dog! Wow!
He looks awesome.
I used to be a bug on the side of the road, ugly, just like you.
I'm a bug. You're a bug, stupid.
Psst, hey, Chip!
It is me. Chip, look at me.
I am.
My sweet prince. I can see the youth in your eyes. I have chosen you to be the greatest general of all time. Greater than Genghis Khan. Greater than Alexander the...
This sound is peaking a lot. It kind of is not something we need to be the case here.
Psst, hey, Chip!
Yeah, it goes right to the top. Let's maybe just drop it by 3. That should do it.
Psst, hey, Chip!
Yep,
It is
that's better.
me.
Might still do maybe one more. You can do a customizable, so 1 dB.
Chip, look at me.
I am.
My sweet prince, I can see the youth in your eyes. I have chosen you to be the greatest general of all time. Greater than Genghis Khan, greater than Alexander the Great.
It's just not enough compelling footage for me, but we might have to just accept it.
You'll never have to work again. And if I'm wrong, then you ain't right. Guaranteed. Guaranteed!
Organize a community block watch. And then from there we shall scale.
Guaranteed?
Scale to the
let's
states.
start.
Yeah, we're going to have to bring this down. -4.
Organize a community block watch. And then from there we shall scale. Scale to the states. Scale to the continents. And then the world.
You have your marching orders, and I shall leave you to your work. I know you won't let me down. How hard could it be?
I do like his dialogue. Gotta give myself credit on that. Let me leave you to your work.
How hard could it be? Because I don't even care about making money. I just want to help you get rich. And there's not even that many people that are rich. I just want friends.
Friends.
Don't be stupid. Buy it now.
Yeah, I'll buy it now.
I got a delivery here. God woke me up this morning and told me that I'm the chosen one and that I have to...
This is a giant army and take over the whole world.
Great things, Connor. Alexander,
This is really odd.
Alexander.
You probably don't know this about me, but I'm an atheist. The hardest part about being an atheist is being right. The
there's no big guy in the sky controlling everything. I mean, how absurd would that be? I'd rather talk about things that are important to atheists, like,
Shot at atheists.
well, hey, Chip, I gotta get going, buddy. Chip,
My package is here! My package is here! TDS! Truck dog system! Double sunglasses? What I've been talking about the whole time? How many times have you been to the grocery store and seen salt water on the shelves? Bingo!
Bingo!
Now, all we have to do is open up the package, add the Brazilian rock salt to some water. Listen, Chip, this is a golden opportunity for us. We're gonna be the first ones to market.
Chip, show me the ledger of all the names of those who joined the community Blackwash.
God said I'm the chosen one.
I need you to start mixing all this salt and
All this water together.
to make salt water. I know, it's very chemical.
What?
I know, Chip. This is very technical stuff we're talking about here, but if you just do as I say, we'll be good, and then we'll be rich, and we can continue to live here. Before you start, I want you to know I never doubted you once. I was trying to get the RB, and I got some forks for the RB. I mean, I'm definitely going to join the RB. I'm gonna be in the army, so I'll be the general, the greatest general, and then I also work in the army. Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water?
Chip, where's the salt water?
God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What's wrong with you?
That didn't time that well.
You can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water?
God came to me and gave me abuse.
God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What's wrong with salt?
Maybe it's better if he goes, where's the salt water?
God, what?
That's a funny scene. I like that. We just got to get it edited right.
The greatest general, and then I also work in the army. Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water?
God came to me and gave me abuse.
God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What's wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip. Full of salt? What's wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip. What's wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip. Is this full of salt?
Actually, Act 3, why don't we cut this? And let's just isolate that series right there. That might be a good way to do it.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water?
God came to me and gave me abuse.
God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
Yeah, there's something, I don't know how to make this. Oops. So this will be a fun stream because it's going to be just this funny clip.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water?
God came to me and gave me abuse.
God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
God came to me and gave me abuse.
God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
He gave me abuse.
Maybe we cut that.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water?
Chip, where's the salt ladder?
God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
God came to me and gave
What
me.
is wrong with?
Oh, that didn't work.
God came to me and gave
What is
me.
wrong with you?
God came to me and gave me abuse.
What is wrong with you?
God came to me and gave me abuse.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water?
Chip, where's the salt ladder?
God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
God came to me and gave me abuse.
What is wrong? God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
It kind of just works the way it's shot, though.
God came to me.
And also, that happens really fast, too.
God.
Or maybe it says God came to me and gave me a mission, or something like that. God gave me this mission, and then he gets hit. Oops.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water?
Chip, where's the salt ladder?
God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
God came to me and gave me abuse.
What is wrong with you? You failed.
The abuse.
What is wrong?
The abuse.
Or maybe we do something like this. Maybe we can put them together. No, that can't be right. What the heck? How is this not? How is that right? There it is. Shouldn't this not have? Maybe I can take. Here it is, this shot. I just need it as a placeholder. I can't remember everything. Add frame hold. Yeah, this is work. Looks like we're not lagging. So we're okay here. Maybe we do a 2-shot here. This is moving kind of slow, though. I don't know why it's moving so slow. Why you moving so slow, computer? No. All right, let's see how it times. Timing is what matters.
You're more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt ladder? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip. Chip.
Maybe let's go back the other way. I want to see it the other way now. See how this goes. Let's try it again.
Perhaps I'm giving you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt ladder? God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
Okay, that's where the happens. We're just going to try it until it feels right. Oops, you don't want to go that far.
Perhaps I'm giving you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt ladder? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with...
Yeah, that's not bad. It just kind of is weird that it comes off. We might have to make it so that they're not in front of the window. So I'll just have to put a different background on them. Which one's the background? Okay, yeah, we have to get rid of that. Come on, I said delete it, computer. There it is. This machine's starting to run slow. I don't think I'm making it do too much. All right, so let's make this, let's tighten it up. I think we're getting closer. So it looks like it has to be a two-shot here. Okay.
Perhaps I'm giving you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt ladder?
Okay, so that's gonna have to tight. That's gonna have to time better.
What is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong?
Yeah, that's not bad.
What is wrong?
It's just that you hear the glass shatter twice.
Salt? Salt?
And we need a better... Actually, let's just delete one of them here. I think you only get like 2 sounds for something like that. You go,
What is wrong with you? Salt? What is wrong with you? You fat...
So yeah, we just got to get them from away from that window, and then it'll make sense.
Perhaps I'm giving you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt ladder? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you?
Okay, we also need it to last longer. So maybe what we can do is just play it slower. Yeah. No, that's the bucket. Is this Chunk flying? Nope, that's Chip. You know what we might have to do? Let's just add more frames to it. And it'll make it a better clip. Because this moment has to work because it's physical comedy. So, I'm pulling up more animation. Yeah. Let's make sure I just stayed organized. Which I think I did. Yesterday I was talking about organization. Right, kitten? Right, kitten, Charlie Gill? Cleaning your coat. Should clean her coat right after I pet her. Which I think means I'm gross. At least to her. At least to her. What does she do? She's just a double cat. Living a dub cat life. Probably can't even read good. Ha 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 ha.
House rent-free for 8 years, and I know you do your own laundry, you buy your own food, but they asked you 5 times, please move out. Why couldn't you guys resolve this without the court?
I would consider much of what they were doing to try to get me out as a tax, and
This guy's so full of shit. That's so funny. I see this as a tax. He's like, if I call it a tax, that's like a smart thing to say. Oh, attack.
No, not a tax, like, you know, like paying your taxes. I think
Oh,
it's
that's
like
what I thought he was saying.
Like attack power.
I know what I was trying to. I was just, you know, trying to preserve. Trying to do what's best for me, which is just, you know,
Just over-intellectualizing simple.
I don't like living here, but I need, you know, I need reasonable time. And as an example of this, the first notice that I received, the February 2nd notice, was basically.
I can see why they wanted them out. Oh my god.
You have 14 days before you're outside in the winter weather. So the first thing I did when I got that was I tried to. I made sure that wasn't going to happen. I contacted the police department. I said, "Is this something that's, you know, this could happen?" And they're like, "No, you just call us. That they can't do that." And I said, "And I was like, all right." And
I'm listening to you. I really am, but let me just understand.
I'm sure she is.
I hear you on your parents giving you notices. The fact that you were on national television talking about moving out of your parents' house. You tell me you want to move out of your parents' house.
This is a personal 9/11 for every Discord moderator in the United States.
That's so
Just move
awful.
out of your parents' house, like
This is bad.
tomorrow.
I don't have the means to do that.
So basically, there's just more detail. So what we could do is we could do more at the first couple, more frames that is, and then okay. Okay, so this is one, but let's go like this. It likes it better if you skip frames. 1, then 2. Oh, why is 2 not? Oh, okay. All right, let's put some more frames in there instead of slowing it down. Ugh. This is actually kind of funny because he's kind of a shitty character. We might have to cut his tail on this shot, actually, to make this work. Oops. Kind of want it to look uncomfortable. Might be kind of funny if his feet go up. That's pretty cool. 2.1. So it might be better to just kind of move them a little bit like this. That would be over here. Oh boy, it's moving so slow. As long as the stream's healthy, I guess we can deal with it. Maybe this should be 2. So let's try it this way. 1, 1. Maybe this is 2. 2. Come on now. There it is. 2. Come on there. 2. And then 4. So let's see how that goes. Oh, these are way too long. Why does that last so long? Might be the delay from the stream. So if it goes like this, then this one has to be like, it needs to be like this. And then this one should be like this. Yeah, like this. Come on, yeah. Not bad. Kind of falls slow though. So maybe we go faster. Maybe we go straight to like this. Maybe something like that. All right, let's see how it goes. Oh! What if he just like waves his hand a little bit while he's right there? 1, 2, 3. So 4. Okay, 5, I guess. And then for this one would be 6. So this one, and then turn this off. So let's see how this plays out. Oh! Ah! Maybe, yeah, maybe we could just hang him there for a second. I don't think this really fits the ratio of the phone experience enough, so I need to make him bigger maybe. Maybe what we'll do is we'll repeat 4. Yeah. And this one. Oops. How come that's not working right? Pressing the wrong button, I guess. Oh, this is going to be fun because I can keep coming back to this and working on the timing of it. So here, so we want to do this. We'll call this 6. All right, I'm kind of excited to see what this looks like. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, so. I'm actually enjoying this. This is kind of fun. Oops. What the hell? What the helly? Why is this not working right? There we go. Sometimes this bad boy don't register, and that's rough. That's kind of funny. Let's get rid of this tail, maybe. Maybe if he closes his mouth. Oh! Come on now. Yeah, we definitely have to move it. We're gonna have to just come to terms with it. Okay, so let's move all these. Since everything's in unison, and I believe this will affect everything. I could be wrong though. Okay. Maybe when he falls, he gets on his side a little bit. So like here at 5, or what appears to be 5, we can get in here and put an arm down. Come on, baby. Computer doesn't want to work with me. Okay. Come on, eh? So we're identifying a floor. That's pretty significant. Man, I'm really thinking I might have to cut this this tail out, even though it doesn't match. It's like there's just a bunch of shots rendered without his tail. If we have to change it, we'll change it. It's actually kind of turning into this thing where this is the most this is the way I live. There it is. Ooh, the delay on this is interrupting my work. I'm just a little whiny baby. I'm just a baby. Whining about my work. Okay, so he's kind of got this shoulder here. Maybe we could make him even fatter. Maybe make a little bit more with it. I think we can go without. And then on 7, same thing. You know, I'm starting to learn, every once in a while, I can tell why they built the program the way they have. Photoshop and how they do it with animation. There's a theory here, I just don't know it. And I'm figuring it out as I use the tool. Kind of what they're thinking. Oops. It's actually the opposite of what we want to do. We want to do this. This is the way I feel. Oop. Don't want to do that. Okay, now let's try it again. I think this goes to 4. Yeah. And so let's just go ahead and merge that down. Okay, so this should work. So yeah, it doesn't really hit the ground, does he? Actually, that's might be what 4 needs to do. 4 may need to be like, Ooh, there's something off about that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the amateur's coming in. Doing the amateur work. Oh, there you go. This is the way I live. What do we got here? Oh, Midwest Polite just put out a short 2 minutes. I guess when he lands, at least he should. Oh, yeah. There needs to be some sort of reactionary aspect to this, so we gotta step that up. Whoops. No. No. I guess not. I guess you can't rotate a animation edit. Well, alright. So I guess I'll just have to move the tablet. So let's just delete this from the original 4. Let's see if we get something out of this. This is fun. I like this part of animation. This is a fun thing to do. Alright. So then we just need to add these two together. I think if you add it to this, it disappears. Oh, it does. That's tricky, tricky. Oh. Yeah, the fall doesn't really do anything. Yeah, he just squints his eyes. So if we could, maybe if we could position his head down. Let's just see what happens with this position. This is me, the amateur. We'll learn together. Doesn't even really seem to come up. Yeah, that actually kind of looks natural. Maybe we can get away with going even farther. Maybe we try again. Maybe for this one we'll bring it down a little bit too. Try to get some timing to this. Nothing crazy, but just like this maybe? Let's see what happens. Maybe if he's like, Chip, help me up! Chip, help me up! Yeah, this isn't bad. I like this art form. I knew I'd love it. It just takes so long to learn how to animate where it's like streamlined. It's not that hard though. I could probably teach like a class. Actually, maybe number 2 needs to go. This one? Yeah, actually, let's go without it. It might be funnier. It's got to get cooking. Let's try it again, though. I think it's fine, though, and it's another frame. Yeah, it's not bad. That's better. I think I need to add more frames to improve it, but I don't know if I need to improve it. So what do we got here?
What's wrong with?
So yeah, that's not bad. Let's actually should we color it in and bring it in? I don't think we have to. Let's actually let's take the color out of this one. And let's just export it. We got 8 frames, or 7 frames rather. Render video. Wombat and scoundrels. Yeah. Aww, Wiki, aww. Bucket and fall. All frames. Yes. All right, now let's bring it to our clip here. This is the hardcore work, and I'm willing to bring this stuff to the internet because the internet deserves to see how things are done. There are people who will try to stop you from learning, but not here at the Conformity Farm channel. At the Conformity Farm channel, learning is the most important thing. As long as you're learning the correct way, and learning the correct things, that is. Alright. I don't really want to get ahead of myself, but I will say we are pretty close, which is very exciting. And then I'm pretty close with the graphic novel, which is very exciting. And I like that I was able to bucket and fall. Let's do this one. I think this is a good one. Okay, so where's our fall at right now? It is already a longer clip. It's currently... So there'll be a little bit more time with this one. And where is it? It's right here, I think. I don't think he's got to disappear. But we do need some sort of background, I think, to make this work, because it's just black at this point. So let's do this one. We need something. There it is. Let's put it over top of... Nah, that won't do it. Let's bring in one of the backgrounds, maybe. House exterior. Which one's this? No. The two-shot? Where's this at? Don't want to do this one just because I don't want to use that one. Dang it. Okay, let's see if there's another background to bring in. There's nothing in there. I guess we'll just use this one. I think we already had that anyway, but whatever. All right, let's see what we can do with this. Oof. Okay, so the animation starts right here. Ah, it's so laggy. I feel like the stream might be laggy too. Let's take a look. If the stream's laggy, I gotta cut it, y'all. And I'll just come in with less stuff. It happens from time to time. It happens from time to time, internet. No, why did I just YouTube? It's the dumbest thing. There we are. We're live right in Meow.
I just YouTube.
Okay, so let's try this again. So it's like right here we see a contact. And then also let's slow it down a little bit. Let's cut it in half. There we go. All right, we got to render this out. Otherwise, I'm never going to be able to watch it. I finally made a scene longer. Let's see what happens. If I render, if it's the computer crashes, it might. Or it's just going to also take a long time. Bueno.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt ladder? God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
I don't know why this is so long.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt ladder? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip.
Yeah, that's great. It's just so slow on here. I can't really get... I got to tighten it up. I'll have to do that off stream. But I think...
I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt ladder? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you?
That actually works pretty well. So it'd actually be... Why is that not showing any animation though? So this must be the beginning of it. Okay, and then it's not bad. It's pretty good. Then he lands again down here. Oh, it's so slow. it take so long?
What is wrong? What is wrong with you?
Maybe that's where he responds.
What is wrong with?
Yeah, why is it just not?
What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong?
Yeah, those sounds. What up, Gray Fox? Good to see ya. This stream's been... Let me know if this is lagging at all, because it's lagging over here as I work. I might have to end the stream for some of this stuff, because I got to get this stuff tight. It's got to be working really well. When I'm drawing, you can get a little bit of a delay. It's not a big deal. But when you're editing, timing is really the game, so... If it's going to lag, I can't do it.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip. Chips and chips. With something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong?
Yeah, that's not bad. Let's render it. Let's see if we can get it tighter.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? What is wrong?
Yeah, maybe we should repeat this. Because it's happening too fast. It's a funny moment, so we need to have that moment, time it, so we can be in it.
Salt? What is wrong with you? Salt? What is wrong? What is wrong with you? You failed me, Chip.
It's kind of funny.
Salt? What is wrong with... Salt? What is wrong? What is wrong with...
Actually, let's do it again.
Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? You failed. Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you?
Maybe we need to animate through a little bit more, like.
What is you. You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip. Chips, 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 chips and chips. Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip. Chips, 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 and chips.
Yeah. All right. So let's replace this spot with this new edit. And let's watch the whole shebang again. I'm starting to think the owl episode might have to be a bonus episode. Kind of slows the pace of the story down.
Hey, it's Truck Dog.
Truck dog!
Wow, he looks awesome.
I used to be a bug on the side of the road, ugly,
Just like you.
I'm a
Bog, you're a bog. Stupid.
Hey, Chip! It is me. Chip, look at me.
I am.
My sweet prince. I can see the youth in your eyes. I have chosen you to be the greatest general of all time. Greater than Genghis Khan, greater than Alexander the Great. You'll never have to work again. And if I'm wrong, then you ain't right. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed!
Organize a community block watch. And then from there we shall scale to the states, scale to the continents, and then the world. You have your marching orders, and I shall leave you to your work. I know you won't let me down. How hard could it be? Because I don't even care about making money. I just want to help you get rich. And there's not even that many people that are rich.
I just want friends.
Friends.
Don't be stupid. Buy it now.
Yeah, I'll buy it now.
I got a delivery here. God woke me up this morning and told me that I'm the chosen one and that I have to raise a giant army to take over the whole world. This is really awkward. You probably don't know this about me, but I'm an atheist.
Gotta do the
hardest
deep
part about being
breathing.
An atheist is being right. That there's no big guy in the sky controlling everything. I mean, how absurd would that be? I'd rather talk about things that are important to atheists, like well, hey Chip, I gotta get going, buddy. Chip,
My package is here! My package is here! TDS! Truck dog system! Double sunglasses? What I've been talking about the whole time? How many times have you been to the grocery store and seen salt water
On the shelves. Dingo!
Now, all we have to do is open up the package, add the Brazilian rock salt to some water. Listen, Chip, this is a golden opportunity for us. We're gonna be the first ones to market.
Chip, show me the ledger of all the names of those who joined the
Community Block Watch.
God said I'm the chosen one.
I need you to start mixing all this salt and all this water together to make salt water. I know, it's very chemical.
What?
I know, Chip. This is very technical stuff we're talking about here, but if you just do as I say, we'll be good, and then we'll be rich, and we can continue to live here. Before you start, I want you to know I never doubted you once. I was trying to get the army, and I got some forks for the army. I mean, I'm definitely going to join the army. I'm gonna be in the army, so I'll be the general, the greatest general, and then I'll also work in the army. Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chip, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip. Chips, 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 chips and chips.
All right, I like it. I like my creation. Very good. Very good. Now we got some heavy lifting to do with compositing. We do have to tighten up the editing a little bit, just a few spots, and there's a few pieces of audio that need to be added. I do need to storyboard out this scene. And then I have to still do another opening scene to tie everything together. But this has been a lot of fun. You can definitely tell that there's a certain level you get to that you can just keep working on it, and it keeps getting better and better. You know, and if it works with just audio, okay. What's this about? Sorry. How long we've been going for? An hour and a half. I did that animation. I should probably push that animation a little bit more. I also need to collect up assets for man, we're really close. It might be better for me to move on and do some homework and then actually look at the graphic novel again, because I haven't looked at it in a while. And try to plan that a little bit too, and then get some errands done, and then I'll prepare to stream tonight, and we'll probably animate through the night. So it could be a real nice night. All right, y'all.